seconds here. Hi, I'm hoping I am live. I'm just going to wait for my replay to tell me so. So just let me have a looky-see here. I hope everyone is good. I haven't even got my glasses on. Hang on. Hi, I'm the real Ellen now who can actually see. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so I hope everyone is well, and I hope Sheila, Amy and April in the comments can tell me if they can see everything okay, because yes, I can see myself. Yay! My new way of doing things is taking some adjustment, but we're getting there. I think it's a little messy for like the first 10-15 seconds at the start, and then we're all good. So happy Tuesday here in Australia. I leave for Demonstrator event on stage tomorrow morning. I've got to catch maybe a taxi, then a plane, then a train, then a plane, and at the other end I just need to get a taxi. So that's going to take me a little bit because I'm about an hour and a half train ride from Sydney, where I'm flying from. So that is happening tomorrow. I know everyone's asking, Ellen, have you packed? No, I have started putting away my clothes, like making piles of underclothes and what I'm taking. I've kind of started that in my head. I know exactly what I'm taking. So after my live today, that is my plan, to do such things as packing. I can show you. I finished my swaps and that's all you get to see, because I know people who will be watching my video who will be getting my swaps, so that's not fair. And I've got to introduce myself. My name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. So as I said, I come on and do 2 live videos a week. This week we are only getting one, and that is this one because I will be away. Please excuse me. So make sure you are watching my social media, specifically my Facebook and my Instagram, because that is where I will be sharing my adventures. So I get back Sunday evening, got my normal desk job on Monday, and then I will be back with you live in a week. So in a week I will be sharing with you all my swaps, we may make our make and takes together, because normally we do make and takes there, and I normally do my stamping there, and anything that I haven't got at home like die cutting and stuff like that, and then I bring the rest home and I want to make it with you guys. I want to share some of the new products. Hello, Margine. Am I flashing? Yes, Ronnie, all the fun. Am I like flashing for anyone else? I've had a couple of flashes. Hey, Nick. Hey, Margine. I don't think I've missed anyone, so thank you all for joining. So I did in the description or the title of this video say that we have some news. And the news isn't that I'm just going to on stage. There is other news beside that happening with Stampin' Up! At the moment. Now, part of it is coming in the new catalogue, which I will get to see in just a couple of days, which will be very exciting. I'll be able to share with you the front cover next Tuesday, but I won't be able to share the inside. So Stampin' Up! Have already told us that there are price increases. So there are price increases with every catalogue of certain products, but there are some more than significant price changes and reconfiguration of our cardstock. Now, by our cardstock, I mean our A4 dyed all the way through 8.5, 11, and our 12 by 12 heavy, because it's heavyweight cardstock. So this is a cardstock I don't mean our two-tone cardstock. That isn't affected. It's all our coloured cardstock and our very vanilla and basic white. So basically, over the years, Stampin' Up has diligently managed the rising costs of the high quality standards that we have while still remaining competitive in the market. So the cost of the raw materials and the production has continued to climb. And there are actually only a couple of paper mills in around the world that produce the paper that we use. So there are other paper mills, but we, for the standards that Stampin' Up on, this is what, there's only a couple to choose from. And there have been paper mills that have closed down, and there has been a lot happening in the paper industry. But we don't dye our papers, and we get them in these huge, they're called parent sheets, and they are massive, and then we can cut them down from there. Okay, so I spoke about all of that. So the changes are all of our cardstock, so our single color packs, our basic white, our very vanilla, and our assortment, those packs will contain 24 sheets. So at the moment, our very vanilla and basic white, you get 40 sheets to the pack. That is changing to 24 sheets, and there will be a price increase. Our assortment packs, which have the color family, so subtles, brights, neutrals, and regals, and our in colors, they will remain at 20 sheets. Okay, so in Australia, the prices for those packs will be $25 across the board. Stampin' Up is discontinuing our thick basic white, which I use for a lot of my card bases. This may change, but at the moment, that is what's happening. So the 12 by 12 color cardstock that comes in color families, they will... So they will keep the thick basic white cardstock in the 12 by 12, but not the A4 and 8.5 by 11. Okay, and those prices will be, hang on, they will contain 24 sheets. I do have it here next to me, so I make sure I'm giving you the correct information. So they will contain 24 sheets, and they will be $39. Okay, and we are expanding our 12 by 12, which many of my scrapbooking friends have realized, by Miss Louisa. She doesn't like the news apparently, but the news is the news. So we are expanding to two-tone cardstock. So you get the true color on one side and a shade of the color on the other. Now, these are not dyed through. They have a white core, so they are actually printed papers, printed on both sides with a white core, where our other cardstock is dyed all the way through. So we have consistent color all the way through the cardstock. I'm hoping this all makes sense. Oh, hey, Serene, how are you? 2 a.m. I was up at 4 a.m. My swaps are done, Serene. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, we are all going to have fun. Serene's just, hey, Sue, how are you? Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Michelle. Sorry, hey, Ida. And Donna. Okay, I think I'm up to date. Sorry, I just wanted to get this news out. So our two-tone cardstocks will remain unchanged, but they will expand to all of our Stampin' Up colours. So we will have two-tone cardstocks in all of our Stampin' Up colours in the upcoming annual catalogue, which I'm so excited about. I haven't bought any yet because I wanted to wait to see what configurations they're going to put in the new catalogue, and maybe buy the colour families and see how I go from there. So I'm very excited. And we will still have White Willow, which is in 12 by 12. We will continue to have that, which is a carryover white colour from Close to My Heart. So we haven't messed with their white, so they have consistent colour. color, because white isn't white and black isn't black. As we know, there are so many, such a spectrum in those colors. Okay, so that's the first bit of information. I did send out a newsletter last night and hinted at I spoke about the changes, but not in great detail, because I just wanted to make everyone aware that there are changes. So this is the changes in detail. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Leslie. The second part of the second part of the news is that Stampin' Rewards are changing, and here in Australia those changes take place on the 20th, which is only next week. Is the 20th next week? The 20th is next Thursday. So as of next Thursday, all orders over $35 in Australia will attract reward dollars, which is amazing. So it's 10% of your order over $35. You don't, a bit different to how Stampin' Rewards is now. When you earn on an order now, you have to spend on that order. That isn't the case with the new program. So I put in an order of $35. I get $3.50. Yep, $3.50 in rewards. I can't spend them on this order. They go to subsequent orders. But the amazing thing is I can bank those orders up. So if I want a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine or a large version of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I can save my money and use it towards or to buy a larger item, whether that be a suite of products, a bundle, whatever you like, you can use the rewards on. And we can save them up to 12 months. So each time you earn the reward, that increment has a 12-month shelf life. You will need to have an online account. I know I even have a customer online account. But yeah, you need to have an online account. And I know I do have a number of customers that I put in their orders for them. I can still do that. There is a way that we can still do that, but you do need to have an online account. But I am happy to help anyone do that online. Does anyone have any questions about that? I'm just going to check. Hey Bernie, how are you? And then if there are no questions, I am going to get into today's project that I don't know what it is, because I've just grabbed up my use it up box, because I made 16 of my swap cards. For those of you who have just popped in, here are my swap cards. You can see what I've made with them, but I can't show you the card yet. We don't get our plate till tomorrow. You didn't know. Well, Lisa, your changes, so Australia has the changes coming first. I think then Europe has the rollover change, and then North America have their change last. So for the South Pacific, which is Australia and New Zealand, those Stampin' Reward changes happen on the 20th. So it's not happening on the same date in other markets. That's just for the South Pacific, but the information, hoping to God I said all the information correct, it remains the same in every market. It's just the date it goes live is different. Okay, not plate. Sheesh, update. It's okay. I knew what you meant. Yes. Yeah. Oh, we've known the date of ours for a while because we're first cab off the rank. So I am going to close my laptop, because I think I told you, other than the vanilla 8.5 by 11 cardstock stays the same with 24 sheets. Well, the 8.5 by 11 Very Vanilla now is 40 sheets, but it changes to 24. So both the Basic White and the Very Vanilla go from 40 sheets in a pack to 24 sheets in a pack, and it just makes it more affordable. A lot of everyday crafters, like a lot of you that watch me, you guys don't need 40 sheets of Basic White, so it makes it so you've got, because that's, so if you got 24 sheets and you wanted to make it into card fronts, that's 48 cards. And then if you just wanted card fronts, you cut each sheet into 4, which is oodles of cardstock. So I totally see why they're making the change, and it just is what it is, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's going to make it so our cardstock is still affordable for everyone, and our quality is just second to none. I've always loved the quality of our cardstock, and in comparison to cardstock of the same quality by other companies, including your office store, we are still competitively priced even with the price increase. No, I don't, Bonnie, I don't. Yeah. Well, if it's available, Lisa, you could certainly stockpile. I haven't stockpiled, but that's because I didn't order just before the announcement, and I did buy Basic White. Then I think I got that delivered last week, and I went, oh well, I'm not going to buy anymore because I'm putting in an order from the new catalogue very soon, and at the moment in Australia Basic White is not available, so I'm not sure about Very Vanilla, but they are coming back in. They're just not available at the moment. So without further ado, I will continuing. Oh, you mean the rewards? Oh, sorry. You think about how to cut your card. Yeah, if you wanted to buy the thick 12 by 12, you just have scraps to use. I use scraps all the time, so I could get the thick Basic White 12 by 12 and then just have leftovers. So I'd get 2 card fronts, standard card fronts from like A4, half A4 out of that, and then I just have scraps, which I'd be more than happy to have because I'm always going for my scraps for images, for die cuts, for all different things. So yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. And the prices are competitive. Okay. Oh, you didn't know, Lisa, I've got you now. You didn't know you could stockpile your rewards. Yes, you can stockpile your rewards. In the new annual catalogue, Donna, so that's the new pricing. Oh, my hair looks good today. Shame I'm washing it tonight. Sorry, seeing myself in the replay. Okay, let's flip around and go from there. Okay. We are doing really well with this new system. I'm quite happy. I always look very clear. Yeah, no problems at all. I'm just going to grab the light and I'll be back. Well, normally I put you guys up before I flip around, but today I have not. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you so much, Margine, for grabbing that date for Bonnie. That's awesome. Okay, can we see me? I know my replay screen, there we go. I know my replay screen is a little delayed. Okay. Yep, I think we're good there. This is my use it up box. Well, it ended up being a box and then I turned it into a pouch because it didn't take up as much room. So I'm just going to pop my laptop away. Okay. Right, let's see what we might want to play with today. Okay, keep firing questions at me. Sorry that took a little bit of time, but it's always better hearing it and being able to interact. Okay, so we have lots of shapes here. Oh, I don't know if they're even around anymore. Oh, Regal Flora, don't know if that's around. I'm just going to see what tickles my fancy here. Oh, I did have some of that. I kind of put like things together. So this is all my sentiments. So I'll pop those to the side. And these are some flowers, always usable. Now, I know for a fact these ones have gone. So I'll put those to the side. Oh, Christmas sentiment with no home. Christmas, our hibiscus. Oh, maybe we could use this. So, and this goes with these flowers as well. So, oops a day, sorry. I've just got a couple of things that I have to move. So this is our enduring beauty, is it? No. It's our layers of beauty. So it's this one that I've already used. So that looks rather good as a possibility today. That's just some already foamed paper. Oh, this one is our delightful wishes. So color wise that might work too. So that is our bright skies. So I have lots of leftovers of bright skies. There we go. That can go in with our shapes. So that was a mask that I created. Oh, the lavender may work. Another sentiment that apparently we're organising while we're here. But the organising is good because I do keep the die sets together. So it's just what, besides the shapes, I do keep my die sets together. That one's gone. Oh, that one is not. That needs a home. That is my cakes. Oh, I don't know if our reindeers have gone just yet. Our reindeer, I think it's reindeer fun dies. And these are hot air balloons. So the things that I've kind of grabbed things of the same colour. And I am going to check if our Regal Floral is still available. Oh, thank you. We're all on the same wavelength. Thank you, my North American friends, for helping each other out. Oh, I do. Oh, I have a few rogue things in here. And I have another pack of shapes. And I have some rogue bits. I wonder if they just got popped in here, but I think this one is definitely retired. So that's fine. The retired bits go to my grandson's daycare, actually. I've got a whole load of stuff to give them for their craft. Because, you know, used to bring home the best craft from daycare. Or I know I did. Some of it my mum still even puts on her Christmas tree 40 odd years later, which is a bit, oh my god, Mum, I can't believe that. I'm not sure which way I want to go. So I'm just grabbing a few things out, and I just want to check Stampin' Up for the Regal Flora. Oh, that's a weird, I just had a very weird error, but that's okay. Possibly these sentiments might work as well. Right, I haven't got too many scraps as such. Let me just put in here Regal Flora, because if I put in Regal, everything in the Regal colour collection will come up. Okay, apparently Regal Flora, we are still current. So that is a yay. So the Regal Flora is on our last chance list at the moment. Okay, so I do have some things here. Great. I do have a few things out, and we shall see where we go. And I've kind of got out a lot of light colours. So I originally stamped and coloured this onto watercolour paper. So thinking of trimming it down. It might make a super duper easy card. So let's have a go here. Now, if I cut that down there, because this might just need a sentiment across it. I don't know. Tell me if you think I should colour the leaves, because colouring the leaves is definitely a possibility. I could absolutely do that. So hopefully we won't have too much other big news from on stage. Hopefully it'll just be the normal news, things going, things coming, all of that kind of jazz. Okay, so I'm just going to take a titch off here, and then already pretty close with that edge. So I really do want to know if I think I need to add more colour. I think I did this with Petunia Pop, quite possibly. Yep, I am just going to have to cut. Oh, that is so super close, it's crazy. But I now have it a whole centimetre smaller than our card front. No, leave it uncoloured. It looks like a spotlight technique variation. Okay, because I'm pretty sure I did this in a class. So if you look back, oh, and I did move my glass mat. If you look back at my classes, if you purchased my Layers of Beauty class, I think this was the basis of one of the projects. Oh, that's much better. Big drink. Okay. And so maybe it's going to be that and a sentiment. Now, do I, because I've used my Sweet Petunia quite a bit, but I don't want to match this with, I don't want to match this with white, because even though our watercolor paper is quite white, it is a different white. As I said earlier, hey Miss Cheryl, as I said earlier, our whites are quite different. I'm just going to redo my video to see if I can get less lag. So yeah, got quite a bit of lag. Hopefully I have less lag now, because it's doing my head in. I can't believe there are 25 of you watching. That's awesome. I think I've had a lot of new people find me, so I do appreciate it. Oh, it's 27 now. So yeah, thank you and welcome. So keeping this fairly simple. I may end up doing 2 cards. I may just do this card because I've got to pack. I've got to put away my clothes and pack, because the girls that I'm going with, we have ordered matching shirts. So we are going to be wearing matching shirts. So yes, that's a thing. I've already started piling some things up. So I've piled up like my jeans and my good pants because we're having a white party. I don't have white pants, although my mum did give me a pair of white pants, but it's a bit late to bleach them now when I go tomorrow. No, you are right. You are right. I do not have 27 thumbs up. Oh, hey, Jeanette. Oh, I'm glad that was a helpful update for you. Jeanette, are you a demonstrator? Just curious. Now, I think, because I don't like this rose going like upside down. See, it looks upside down. This does have a few kinks in it, but that's okay. We can't all be perfect. Okay, so I'm liking that bigger mat. So let's have a look through our sentiments here and see what we have. See what could work, because I don't mind covering up some of this. That doesn't bother me at all. Oh, do you know what? This one came from this one. This is in the set. So you make my heart smile. Maybe I just do that. But is it too matchy-matchy? Best wishes, not really. Grateful for you's nice, just with the grey, and I can make that shorter. Now, these are all on... That one's on soft sea foam, not quite the right colour. So do we go for the matching or the grey? Ah, yes, you are. So are you going to on stage in Brisbane, Jeanette, or did you miss out because it sold out so quickly? Okay. I think, and I do have our die cut ones, and I can't even think of, you like the grey, Cheryl. Okay, well, let's go with the grey. So even here, you can see the difference between the whites. So what I think I might do, I might edge these. So I'll bring it up a little closer just so you can see the difference. There is a difference, but it's not too jarring. So I'm going to show you how to shorten this punch. Unless, hang on, unless I do have a pack of die cuts here. Not those, not those, not those. Right. Ah, these ones. So I could put flowers on the edge. So I know they're in black. They don't want to come out. This big one wants to come out. I just think that one's a little big and jarring, where these little ones might just be cute. I've got the little flowers here, die cut. So but they're black. So what color am I stamping them in then, Cheryl? Because I've got them here, but here are the little flowers. They are these ones here. What color am I stamping them in? Of course we read each other's minds, Cheryl. So as you can see, this is a very well used and loved stamp set. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. I do love it when you thumbs up even despite the content. Okay, so I just think the black's a little harsh when we've used Petunia pop. Actually, I'm not minding it on a jaunty angle, actually. Because I could go grey, or I could grab our Petunia pop. Just colour the die cut popped up. Yeah, but you want the flowers. That's what you were saying. Do I use the die cut flowers? I just think it's weird using grey, black and Petunia pop. Okay, just colour the die cut. Okay. So, I am going to need my Petunia pop. I'm going to need my water painters. Now, actually, there is an update about our water painters. Our manufacturer of the water painters has... I have an empty pack of water painters because this is the big thick one. So just bear with me while I go to my class card and nick one low. We almost had a very big avalanche, guys. Just let me... No, that is a spritzer. That is not going to help at all. Do you think I can see any of my water painters? They've run away and they've joined the circus. So yes, the manufacturer of our water painters has stopped making them. So I am actually going to grab just one of our old water painters. Oh my dear word. And that one is very dry and thicker than what I would like, but we're just going to make it happen. So I am going to put a puddle, or no, I'll make the puddle down here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get this card out of the way. So I find it difficult to squeeze these barrels. So I just use, there you go, all fixed. Much nicer tip. So I find it difficult to squeeze the barrels. So I just use a puddle of water on my glass mat. I've just got rid of the top puddle of water. Colour takes down the black. Now, what did Nicole say? Use the die cuts. I'm using the die cuts. I'm listening for once in my life. Okay. I just want a little bit of... No, I'm just going to use an ink block. So much easier than getting it on the lid. So I just have popped an ink block into the corner of my Petunia pot. I'm going to flood some water on here. And I have to be careful because this is watercolor paper. This is normal basic white rather. It's not watercolor paper. So I can't keep adding water to it. So once it's colored, I've kind of got to leave it. And I might color the other one and we can pop that on the inside. So there's no leftover die cuts. So I was saying that a lot of these pieces are actually from a class. Now, all my past classes are still available to purchase. So I'm just going to let these two dry up here. They are still available to purchase. I do have the link in the description box. I know exactly what you were saying, Cheryl. It's all good. So just to clean this off, I just wipe this up. You can use paper towel. I just like to use my microfiber cloth, and then I throw it in the wash with my towels. Do my towels change color? No, they don't. So just to clean my brush, I just give it a swipe through in fresh water. So, and then I'm just also going to brush it off onto here, and only because, oh no, I do have some scrap paper here, or maybe I need to rinse it off one more time. That is still just has the tiniest hue of water. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I'm so glad you have enjoyed my classes. They are $15 US. I think my mega Christmas class, which was 3 classes in one, that was $20. I did have to price that up just a little bit. Okay, and my plan, I need to find the lid for this. Here we go. So my plan was by now I would have my linked together decorative mask class up, but I don't. Time has got away with me before on stage, so it is still my plan before the end of the month to get my linked together class all done and up for you guys. So I'm glad you enjoyed the classes. Now I will get a message that you have paid for class. I haven't automated it, but I'll get a message that you've paid, and then I will personally email you that class. Which one did I like the best? Doesn't matter. They both turned out really well. And making my swaps, I basically used a whole sheet of dimensionals. I was pretty impressed by the effort. Very, very impressed. I finished them off this morning by bagging them up and adding the recipe to them. So I did all that this morning. So I was also doing a few other bits and bobs, so that is why I haven't got to putting things in my suitcase yet, she says. I have to have them in there before tomorrow morning because I am leaving bright and early. Well, bright and early, I have to be on the 9 o'clock train. So that's what I have to be. And then that'll give me enough time at the other end for things not to work, etc. Yes. So plenty of time. Now this is going to go off our piece just a little bit here. But I'm just, there we go. Okay, so I like it popped up as well, and that's our piece for the inside. I think I'm going to put this flat. Yes, there is. So, and I've got to go to the chemist. I ran out of one of my medications this morning. So it's all happening here, but I've ordered it. So all I should have to do is run in and pick it up from the pharmacy. So I've tried to make it simpler for me. I think I also finished my glue because I was feeling very empty at the end. Maybe that is a little blocked. I haven't used one of my pins in a long time, so let's see what the pin tells me. Pull out one and get two at the same time. Okay. Do I bring out a glue goober? It appears not. Yeah. Maybe it is just empty. Yep, no glue goober. Now I've just got to stick them back to where they live. You guys would laugh about where they live. They literally live stuck because the pins are actually sticky. They live stuck to my Stampin' blend storage. Oh, I must have just had the tiniest little blockage. There we go. Okay, now make sure we are in the right orientation because I don't want upside down flowers. Do like the tone on tone, so all using Petunia Pop. I've still got the ink pad open and I've barely used it. I think I just want to close it because I don't quite trust myself. There we go. Right, we are closed and safe. Now I'm just looking at where this might look best. I'm thinking there is a nice area up there, but it just covers up too much of that flower, and I like being able to see 3 of those flowers. And if I pop this here, I do cover some of the flowers, but then we've also got 3 of the other flowers there. So just getting the balance right. I could use Petunia Pop embellishments on this. I happen to be running very, very low on my Petunia Pop embellishments because I use them on my onstage swaps. And by the way, I adore my onstage swaps. They turned out so much better than I expected, because even though I was, I batch did everything as I was designing it. So I really was flying by the seat of my pants. I did not make a full card before I then started cutting everything up. I did my stamping and my masking, and then I did 16 of those. And then I did the die cutting of those. Then I chose, it's a little awkward, just trying to get it in the least awkward place. So I think the least awkward is seeing some of the leaves here at the bottom and covering up just a little bit of this. And then I cut up all my designer series paper, and then I did my assembling and my, I'd cut up all my designer series paper. Then I decided my sentiment. I did a jig for all of those, and then I did all my assembly, then I embellished. So just as I make, oh, Cheryl may have seen them, so thank you very much, Cheryl. I'm really glad you like them, and I couldn't share them with many people because half of them are earmarked for certain people, and they actually have their names written on them. I think that's straight. Let's get the T-square ruler, and this is the only way I can check if it is straight. Sorry for my hair. Yes, that is actually straight. It kind of doesn't help that I don't think the sentiment is stamped straight. So in the light of embellishments being low in this color, I think I'm going to grab my iridescent faceted gems, which do throw a whole lot of purple. Now I'm not going to make an actual, so these ones throw a whole lot of purple, although looking at them right now they're throwing a whole lot of blue and green, but I thought these would be subtle. So as you can see in my in color packs, I have 5 Petunia Pop embellishments left. So yes, that's a peek at one of the 5 colors I used. I used 4 or 5 colors. Oh yes, well I didn't use the masks. I literally watercolored these in. It was just very simple, stamped in color, then I watercolored them. It wasn't much at all. Okay, so I wouldn't mind a little cluster up here, just to draw your eye, not all the way up here, to draw your eye up here as well. These, oh, I love these embellishments. I do wonder if they are going to be in the current catalogue, because when or in the new catalogue rather, when I get the new catalogue, I will start separating my products, because they will be available for a lot longer than what our retiring products have been. So with the new way of doing the last chance list, our products will stay on the last chance list until they are sold out. So we will get extra life. So 3 and 3. Do I need one more embellishment? This is a very large question. But yes, our last chance products will last a lot longer because they'll be on the last chance list. So if they're a slower seller, they definitely will hang around. I need to look for those water painters. But what I want to do, because we can easily just write in this one, I don't know why I just put away my glue, but anyway, no one's told me to add more embellishments yet, so we're safe there. I'm just going to pop this at the bottom. I'm not quite sure who I am recently. We have been finishing off the insides of our cards. Did I do that for my swaps? No. That was a whole extra step that one did not have time for. Okay, so this now goes back into here. If I can split this open, I just have 1 Layers of Beauty card left. April, these are the iridescent faceted gems. They are so pretty. So this is maybe my 3rd or 4th pack. I have used these. I did not rate these in the catalogue. I knew they'd be gorgeous, but I didn't rate them in the catalogue because, and we were talking last on stage, we were talking to the head of the photography department, Dirk, and he said it is extremely hard to photograph embellishments, and he said quite a few of the products are incredibly hard to photograph. So yeah, he feels for us when we say it's hard because he's trying to do his best job and sometimes he just can't. So this is the finished card. So we already had the piece, we already had all these pieces. We've just brought them together. So there you go. I have used things out of my Use It Up box. I used our background, I used 2 of my die cut pieces, and I used the sentiment, which was great. Thank you. So if you want to recreate it, this is stamped onto watercolor paper. I colored these flowers in using an a water painter. And everyone decided they liked the spotlight look. I was happy to add green to the leaves, but we like the spotlight look. So if you like this and would like more projects using Layers of Beauty, I do have a class that you can purchase, especially if you have the products, and my class tutorials. If you press more in the description, you can grab the link to purchase the class. Thank you, Serene. Serene, before we go, we need a swap update, please. We want to know how many swaps are you making, Serene, and how are you going? So I'll hang here and chat while you tell us, because it's most important. I finished this morning, but we need to know how you're going, because we're all supporting you. She's been so quiet because she's been working so diligently, I'm sure. And do we get a sneak peek of what pattern or what stamp set you're using? I've told them the colour. Thank you, girls. I'm so glad you like it. So I've told people the colour, but I haven't said what I'm using, unless they were actually looking at my my list of products that I put the recipe. I did put a recipe in all the cards. So I haven't got many to swap, but the girls that I'm going with, they're all getting one. And then a couple of special people are getting sent a card in the mail. I have written those envelopes, and I'm hoping to get those in the mail today, but they'll go in tomorrow's mail, because the post box close to us, it gets collected at like 12 noon. Oh, thank you. Okay, not that you're making 32, so that's double what I did. Not too many. I'm about midway through working in batches. You've stamped 11 one-sheet wonders. Ah, you're a smart girl. Of course we need dottage. What is a one-sheet wonder without dottage, really? Oh, I'm so glad you are one of the converted. But, oh, they sound lovely. We cannot wait to see a blog post. I will do a blog post on my swaps, and of course I will show you in my video what I made as well. Now also this Sunday I will have a video going live for the Stamp Around the World video hop. So I've already made the card, I've already done the video, I just need to write the blog post, but I am taking my laptop with me so I can do the thing. Well, technically I've used dottage with my embellishments on this card. Does that count, Nicole? So yes, everyone who is going to on stage, please travel safely, and I will see you guys in my video going up next Sunday Australian time. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes up next Sunday, or it may be next Monday morning. But it goes up kind of as I get home. I didn't get to record a video. Right. Yes. That's a very good idea. I don't think I will recreate it, but I may recreate it in a different color scheme. So, because it's definitely something that, this is the card, the stamp that I've used. It was actually my first play of that stamp. And I have already used another stamp from that set. I used Thankful Garden. So this is what I have used for my swaps. So new online exclusive set. You may get a message soon. I may give you a sneak peek. Okay, everyone, I must be off. Be good. Thank you so much for joining me for all the news. If you missed it at the start, I did do a bit of an update of Stampin' Up news, because the news I'm going on stage isn't the news. But yes, go there to find out about changes to our cardstock and changes to Stampin' Rewards. Yes, of course, of course. Yes, I will. Thank you. And I'll be back next Tuesday. I'll be sure I'll be here on YouTube, and I will go through all the swaps, all the things I got, And then when my pre-order arrives, because I will get to order some of the new products, when that arrives, you bet your bottom dollar we will be doing an unboxing, looking at the new ink colors, stamping them out, looking at the cardstock, doing all of the things that I do with every catalogue. So thanks guys, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.